Well, first day I'm going to come in and get to know the staff, learn everybody, and really just listen. The most important thing about taking a leadership position is listening, trying to figure out exactly what needs to be done. I'll utilize the experience that's here already in Dallas. There's a lot of experience, there's a lot of good officers, and I'm going to listen.
Regarding the possible lawsuit that Dallas can have because the recruitment in police department, what are you plan to increase the number of police officers in the department?
Look, we got to think outside the box. Clearly, you're not going to hire 900 officers on doing what they've been doing. So we'll think outside the box. There's a plan that I want to come up with where I want to look at hiring some contract officers, right? And it's officers that still have some gas left in the tanks that retired. It's just like the teachers program. They could come back and work and supplement the workforce and help out. And that's something that we're going to look at. And then we're really going to focus on the recruiting piece. We're going to recruit the right people and try to get as many in that we can. And we'll also go to other police departments and look at lateral transfers, maybe from the Southeast.
What about the city of Dallas makes you feel like you're the right fit for this job?
Look, I think I'm uniquely qualified for this job. I've been very intentional about my career. I've policed in so many different areas. I have large cities being Houston and Los Angeles. I've policed in very diverse cities, melting pots like San Francisco with different cultures. I've policed in Tucson, Arizona, which brings you a border effect, a rural area in Mississippi, Gulfport, Mississippi, and an area that's kind of poverty-stricken in Jackson, Mississippi. So with all of that, I've touched every type of policing, and I've seen good policing and bad policing throughout. I can bring all that together, and with my federal and local experience, I think I'm ready for this job.
Almost half of the population in Dallas are Hispanic. So what plan do you have for Hispanic people?
Look, everyone needs to be treated with transparency and fairness. I don't care who you are, I don't care what race you are, I don't care what gender you are, I don't care what religion you are. Everyone has to be treated the same fairly.
In November, Dallas voters approved decriminalizing small amounts of marijuana, which is now at odds with Ken Paxton and kind of state guidance. I'm wondering, with your background in the DEA, what are your thoughts on how to approach that?
Look, we follow rules and procedures. Whatever the rules are, the laws are in Dallas, that's what we're going to follow.
But do you prioritize the local law or do you prioritize state law in that sense?
Well, right now, I would be working for the city. I'd be working locally, so we would prioritize.
Okay, thank you.
There seems to be a lot of mistrust in the police department here in Dallas and across the country, but specifically in Dallas. How do you plan on just rebuilding that trust in the department across the city?
Yeah, so I think that's really important. We have to be in the community. We have to go old school in the sense of like maybe PAL leads. We need to get the policemen back in the community because here's the thing. The bottom line is in order for the community to trust us, they have to believe in us and they have to know us. So it's not just important for me to be in the community as a chief. I need my entire command staff to be in the public, to be present with the community and give the community a voice.
I don't know if somebody asked you, but the HERO Amendment, do you have any plans?
I got it.
Any plans for the immediate challenges that the HERO Amendment will present if you become the chief?
Yeah, so I was just talking about that. So
Sorry,
no,
it was hard for me to hear on the back.
No, it's perfectly fine. So one of the things that I really want to look at is trying to bring in some contract officers, meaning some officers that have already retired, they're still TCO certified, bring them in, maybe they work 20 hours a week, so we can start chopping down that number. There's a whole bunch of retired law enforcement that would love to make Dallas home, and I think that's something that we need to look at.
Thank you so much, sir. I know it's been a long day.